Hi viewers, welcome back to our channel Make Math Easy. So in the last class we already completed a few questions from the tangents and normals which are based on completing the concept of the straight lines, that means the concept of slope and the parallel lines, perpendicular lines condition, and also we discussed about the for the case of parametric equations how we have to make use of the for finding the point equation of a tangent or normal also we discussed, right? So the important point that you have to notice from the parametric equation is they won't mention any particular point for you. Instead, they will give you only the value of x and y at a particular point t or s, whatever it may be the parameter. So that indicates that you have to find the point from the given value of t or given parameter by just substituting it to get the required point. So now in today's class we are going to discuss about few more important models from the tangents and normals. And now in the last class we discussed about the parallel concept, right? That means the slopes are equal. I also told you one thing, that instead of remembering for case of a parallel as an m1 is equal to m2, instead try to recall in this way like a slopes are equal. Don't remember like m1 is equal to m2. Why? Because we know that in case of a our derivatives part, m is equal to dy by dx is representing the slope of a line, but it is not always you have to equate the slope of a tangent to some another, because depends on the question we have to equate the slope, whether it is a slope of a tangent or slope of a normal. So please try to remember in this way as that if they are parallel lines means the slopes are equal. Don't remember like a m1 is equal to m2 or something like that. That may lead you to the misconception. Okay. Now let us see one more question in today's class. Find the equation of tangent to the curve y is equal to x cube plus 2x minus 4 which are perpendicular to x plus 14y minus 3 is equal to 0. You just see the question now. What they are asking is find the equation of a tangent, they are saying. Find the equation of a tangent to the curve that is perpendicular to this. So here your interest is about the tangent, not the normal. So we will get that value by applying directly differentiation for this. So if I apply the differentiation, dy by dx is equal to 3x square plus 2. And this slope, we discussed that if any equation of the form ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, minus a by b is representing the slope of a line, right? So in the similar way, this slope is equal to minus 1 by 14. Now what they are saying, equation of a tangent is perpendicular to this one. We know that perpendicularity condition means m1 is equal to m2 is equal, m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So this is the one slope, this is the tangent slope into m2 minus 1 by 14 is equal to minus 1, right? So if you simplify it further, you can cancel out the minus and you can take this 14 to other side. Then you will be getting 3x square is equal to 12, x square is equal to 4, x is equal to plus or minus, right? Now if you see in this question, they didn't mention what is the point at where you have to find out the tangent or normal. So here we got the value of x. If you resubstitute the value of x here in the curve, then you will get the value of y. So if I substitute x is equal to 2, then y is equal to 8 plus 4 minus 4, which is equal to 8. So the corresponding point is 2, 8. So x is equal to minus 2 implies y is equal to minus 8 minus 4 minus 4. That will give us minus 16. So the corresponding point is minus 2, minus 16. So now you came to know the 2 points where you have to find the equation of a tangent. One is 2, 8, another is minus 2, minus 16. I told you in the last class itself, don't neglect any value without any valid reason. That is the important thing. If you are removing a negative value from the solution, means you should have a valid reason for that, why you are removing that negative value, not taking into the account. So you know the point, you know the slope. So the only other task is to find out the equation of a tangent. So you just observe here, from this 3x square plus 2 is equal to 14 we are getting. So that means here the slope is x square 3x square plus 2 But we discussed already that the slope should not be a variable, it should be a constant. So 3x square plus 2 is equal to 14 is the slope that we have to use here. So corresponding to this one, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus 18. So finally 4x minus y minus 28 plus 8 is equal to 0. So 14x minus y minus 20 is equal to 0 is the first equation. Similarly, you have to find the another equation corresponding to the second point, that is minus 2 comma minus 16. So let us solve that also. Y minus 16 minus of minus 16 is equal to 14 into x minus of minus 2. Simplified further by taking simplification further. This is 14x plus 28. So that means 14x minus y plus and 12 is equal to 0. This is the required equation of the tangents. So please don't think that they are asking you only one equation. That means depends on the values of x you are getting and depends on the curve that you are drawing, you will be getting the 2 or more curves in a particular question. For example, as we are having square here, as I am removing the square, I am getting plus or minus values, because of which I am getting 2 points, because of which I am getting the 2 tangents. In the similar way, if they ask you what is the equation of a normal, this slope has to be replaced with a perpendicular slope, that is nothing but minus 1 by 14. And if you simplify again, you will be getting the one more equation. So the takeaway from this question is, for a given question, what is the actually they are asking, and most importantly, don't neglect any value as it is the minus. So you may find out or you may draw a tangent at a negative point also, right? Then why we have to neglect a value without any valid reason? That is the important thing. Okay. Now let us see some more questions now. Now see this. This is the one. This is another important model. Find the points on the curve y is equal to x into x minus 2 whole square. Find the points on the curve where tangent is parallel to x-axis. This is another important model. See, it's a very simple only, but why I am saying this is an important model, because when they said it is a parallel to x-axis, you don't have any problem. Directly you will find dy by dx and you will equate to 0. Usually students will get confused when they say it is a parallel to y-axis. Means parallel to y-axis means slope will be equal to infinity. How we will represent this? This is the first question they will get. You can just write this infinity as a 1 by 0 or 2 by 0, 3 by 0, whatever number you want, still you will be getting the same answer only. So whenever they said in the question that if it is parallel to the y-axis, means you have to take the slope value as an infinity, which is equal to 1 by 0, that you have to do. Okay. Now come back to this question. They said it is parallel to the tangent is parallel to the x-axis. So tangent is parallel to x-axis means this is what the concept of increasing and decreasing function we learned before. There I told you, here if you have a curve like this, these points I can name it as the turning points. You will be getting here, here, here. So what we are doing, to get these turning points for any given curve, what we are doing, we are equating dy by dx to 0. When you are equating dy by dx to 0, that is why we are doing that, because this is a line parallel to the x-axis whose slope is equal to 0. That's why you are doing dy by dx is equal to 0. Okay. So again the same concept here. They said the tangent is parallel to the x-axis. So I am going to find the differentiation for this. Dy by dx is equal to, this is actually, before going to find, I would just like to simplify this further as an x square minus 2x whole square, and now I will apply the differentiation. This is somehow easy. So 2 into x square minus 2x into x square derivative 2x derivative is 2. You can take the 2 as a common here. You will be getting x into x minus 2 into x minus 1 into 2 into 2 will become 4 here. Okay. So you are getting dy by dx as a 4 into x dy x minus 2 into x minus 1. this is the slope of the tangent that you are getting. They said the slope where the tangent is parallel to x-axis means slope is equated to 0. So that means you will be getting x is equal to 0, 1, 2. The important point that you have to notice here is generally students won't write this 0 because they will just identify only these two, they will skip this part. So please be careful. Whenever you are having product of 3 or more terms equated to 0, indicating that individual terms is equal to 0. So that means 4x is equal to 0 or x minus 2 equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to 0. That is how you are getting value of x as a 0, 2 and x is equal to 1. So in a hurry, students will usually tend to forget that 0 from the solution. So you can just remember or recall with some logic here. If you take the product, I will be getting a cubic polynomial. When I am getting a cubic polynomial with the highest power or degree as a 3, indicating that it will have a 3 solutions. So if you just write at least 2 and 1 means you should be able to recall that it's a cubic polynomial degree 3, it should have a 3 solutions. That's how you have to realize x is equal to 0, 1, 2. Right? Now, we have to find out the points on the curve. So if I substitute x, if I take x is equal to 0 and if I substitute here, I am getting y is equal to 0, indicating that at 0, 0 you are getting a curve that is parallel to the x-axis. Similarly, if I substitute x is equal to 1, then I am getting y is equal to 1, implies 1, 1 is the another point. If I substitute x is equal to 2, then I will be getting y is equal to 0. That means again I am getting 2, 0. So that means for this particular curve, these are the points where you are getting the slope or the tangent is parallel to the x-axis. That is how the dy by dx value is equal to 0. And we are getting these points. If we resubstitute here again, you are getting the values of y. Okay. Now, so till now we covered what when they say equation of a tangent or a normal is parallel to some line or parallel to axis, perpendicular to some line or perpendicular to something else. Just till now we solve these type of models. Along with that we try to do the parametric based questions also. Now let us see some another where this time they are giving you the equation of the tangent itself. So let us see how to solve that. There won't be much difference and all these models are giving you the same information only, but the only thing is the context that they are mentioning in the question will be different. The only idea is you just have to make sure that the process of reading the question has to give you the or trigger you the correct idea. That is the important idea. Okay. Now see this question. Find the points on the curve y is equal to x cube minus 11x plus 5 at which the equation of tangent is y is equal to x minus 11. Now try to understand here. This is the curve they said. They are asking you to find the points. You are given with the equation of a tangent is y is equal to x minus 11. So that means for this particular curve, the equation of tangent is this one. So from this, if I just rearrange this, x minus y minus 11 is equal to 0, whose dy by dx will be, that is nothing but slope is equal to 1 I will get. You can only try dy by dx here, m is equal to 1 because minus a by b. So if I find the dy by dx here, I am getting 3x square minus 11. Okay. So this is the slope. When I am saying you this is the equation of a tangent means to find the equation of tangent again you are going to use the same slope only. That means these two slopes should be equal, correct? That's why I will go ahead with 3x square minus 11 is equal to 1, which will give me 3x square equal to 12. Again x square is equal to 4, x is equal to plus or minus 2. Sometimes what they will do is in the question itself they will mention something like x greater than 0. For example, if I mention this condition x greater than 0, Now what you have to do, when they said x is greater than 0, then you can skip the negative value. But in this question they didn't mention anything like x greater than 0, so you are not supposed to skip any particular value. So x is equal to plus or minus 2, that means x is equal to 2 if I substitute here, y is equal to 8 minus 22 plus 5, that is 13 minus 22 is minus 9. So the corresponding point is 2 comma minus 9. Similarly, when I take x is equal to minus 2, I will get y is equal to minus 8 plus 22 plus 5, that is 20 to 14 plus 15, 5 is 19. So the point is minus 2 comma 19. So that means at this particular point, if you are trying to find the tangent, it will be equating to the y is equal to x minus 11. Okay. So this is how you have to find the equation of a tangent when they had given you, you have to find the points when they had given you the equation of tangent is so and so. Okay. So in the next class, we are going to discuss about some more interesting and important models with respect to tangents and normals, where we are going to learn about what is angle of intersection. See, it is nothing, it is not a new concept for you. Usually, when we will get an angle is when the two lines are intersecting, it will make an angle theta here. So this concept only we are going to learn with the equation of tangents and normals with the concept of derivatives. It is not anything new to you. You just have to make sure that you are understanding the tangents and normals concept with respect to differentiation. That is the very important point. Okay, so that's it for today. In the tomorrow's class, we will see some more interesting and both important models from the tangents and normals concept. Okay, hope you enjoy this video. If you have any doubts, you can post in the comment section, which will be clarified in the next video. Thank you for watching.